Okay, so tonight I'd like to talk about this plugin that was recommended to me, and I think I barely touched the surface with it, but I think it's a very exciting product. It's called Ultra Dynamic Sky. So what this product does is it gives you all sorts of capabilities to create time of day cycles to set the time exactly. You can remember in lumens what you do is that Control L and then move the thing around to get the look you want. Problem with that from me is that I found it rather hard to control exactly. This plugin here will let you set the time, set the location, and set different volumes of the cloud. You can get essentially just the sky that you want. In addition to that, it provides weather. So if you'd like weather in your scene, if you'd like weather in your game, it can also do day and night cycles in your game, which traditionally you'd have to create a blueprint or, go through one of those to create a blueprint for the day-night cycle. That saves you all this time. And when you're trying to do a project, why write a blueprint that you can purchase and professionally done, tested? It's like anything in coding. If I want to know how to do something and I just I don't know off the top of my head, I usually try to find an example of someone who, example online. And that's why you have Stack Overflow and Stack Exchange and these communities where someone could say, I need to do X. And someone could say, well, I did X and this is how it works. But it was originally, I guess, came out about 7 years ago, and looking at their update history, they came out with a new version in May for UE5. So this is actively being worked on, and I believe what are they charging for this here, if they talk about it. I'm not seeing the price because I already own it. I think it was like 30 or 40 bucks. I have a feeling I'm going to be using this in every project. Let me move this out of the way here and show you. This is the sky that I had before, and this is the sky. And this is just the first time trying it. Now, obviously, there is an issue here. I need more light here, and I'm going to have to figure that out. Work on that. Again, this is a work in progress that I showed you at the beginning of the video. So, but look at those clouds here, and so I'm going to show you. This is just a very simple scene that I put together: a rock and a grassy landscape. Not much, but we're not looking for that. We're trying to focus on the sky here. So this is a typical sky that you create when you use the where is that tool? The environmental light mixer. So you can see. Now this does give you quite a few things that you can work with here. You could change, I don't see time. Well, this is direction light, skylight. And I know I also have a sky atmosphere. And you can, so this gives you your settings here. And this is if you're using lumens without a separate plugin. This is this is your way to go. Now, I don't even know if it has a place where you can actually set the time. But, I mean, you can do, let's see, cloud ambient occlusion. We want that. That makes it look a little better. I am going to try to, let's close this. I'm going to try a Control L and see if that, I think it's Control L. Control L. Sky atmosphere. Maybe nothing selected. Control L. Oh, that's what it was. Well, at any rate, this is the initial one. The initial out of the box lumens. And I don't know why my thought it was Control L too. Well, let's see, directional light. Let's see if there's another way of light function, actor, advanced. For some reason, that Control L is not doing it. Oh, maybe it's Alt L. Well, I'm not gonna, but you can see the, you know, you can get some, you can do a lot with this. So what you have to do though, first, before you bring in the ultimate dynamic sky, which is here, go into blueprints, and notice you have, let me show you this before we do this. This is their little guide. Hopefully you can get a PDF, because you can't really look at this unless you're in a project that has their tool in it. And it goes through all the, how to do different things. Your sky, it goes through your weather, how you can set up dynamic weather. There's so much you can do with this. You can set up, you can do a daylight night cycle. So you can change that. You can actually have that running in your game if you're doing a game. Here, you can set longitude, day, year, whatever it is. So what you have to do first is, by the way, to run it, you go on this this is the configuration manager. This is your README. They've run editor utility widget. So first thing we got to do is get rid of all this stuff. The directional light, exponential height, fog, skylight, sky atmosphere. Just, oh, and volumetric clouds. Let's get rid of those. Just, you got nothing. Now what you're going to do is you're going to bring in your ultra dynamic sky, which isn't in there yet. Why is it not going in? Why is you not? Oh, I know. Silly me, you got to bring it in that way. And you notice you get your sky. So, now that you have it, you can adjust the, pretty much the basic control. So this is 9:30 in the morning. You can make it, let's say, by the way, they do it based on 100, not based on 60. So So it's not 60 minutes, it's like 100 per hour. So like 1800 would be, well, now, so you see what a beautiful sunset type thing you're doing. But notice you have the same issue that, and you can set your cloud coverage, which I think is rather nice. I'm going to leave it. So this is at dusk, night brightness. Maybe I want this a little brighter to highlight my my rock there. And you can also animate the time of day. Now this is background. You can really make this full cinematic quality. And look how nice those look. You can adjust the different aspects of, look at, you can really art direct your clouds. You can enable fog. You could, let's see, you can have 2 layers. I think I liked it with the 1. So I'm going to get rid of that. I like that one better. So this is just your clouds, okay. And let's see. You can increase your fog. And look at this nice clouds and sky that you had. Took no time. And there are things like, what would you probably want to, let's see, you can do different things depending on the, like the, so this is your sun route, and you can move that around. Okay, so as you can see, we've set up the sky atmosphere, the ultra dynamic sky here, and I kind of had to cut off because it's so much in here. It is insane. So you can control all kinds of stuff. The atmosphere, the clouds, and one of the main of course, the root is this right here is a lot of terms of setting things like the I set it for 6 o'clock, and I kept the default date of March 26th, 2021. I kept now the time zone 0. I guess that would be GMT and a lot. So what you can actually do here is go online, find the longitude and latitude of the time you want to simulate. You can do simulate real sun, simulate real moon, simulate real stars. Now, one weird thing, just FYI, is I discovered that this was on by default. Daylight savings time isn't in March, so I unchecked it, and that looks like more like 6 o'clock. And you can see you get a gorgeous sky. You get these wonderful reflections on the rock. You know, you may want to maybe brighten things up a bit, or, you know, because you're getting like, this rock is pretty dark. So what you could do is, I think it's in here. Wait, I think it's, let's see, night, I think it's night brightness. Let's see if I can find it. Night brightness. So if you want a little brighter, you can get a little bit more brightness on your rock there. So that's one of the things doing at dusk. You're gonna, you know, you're going to get shadows like this if you do it that time of day. But and this is your just your atmosphere. They also have ultra dynamic weather that you can pull in, and yes, you can make it rain. So let's bring a camera in here and see what that looks like. I am gonna, let's see, where's the cameras at? I think it's in here, cinematic, camera actor. And look at that. Now doesn't that look like a rainy day? And you can adjust this. You can maybe even throw in you can throw in a lightning strike. Let's see how you can turn that on. Let's go back up here. Wind direction, rain, snow, thunder, and lightning. We don't want that, so we're gonna give ourselves a thunderstorm here. So we're gonna go to this, and you see the flash of the lightning. So yes, if you want to do something a scene that takes place in terrible weather, you can do snow, whatever it is. And so the amount of time this can save you in terms of being able to create the atmosphere that you'd like is, I just think it's really cool. I think I'm going to be using this in all my projects. The other thing to be aware of is here with the README, run, this is your documentation right here. And I wish they were a little clearer where some of this stuff is. I had a search bit, but what I did find is it seems like if you go to the root, you have pretty much everything. So if you go to that's the cine camera actor. But if you go here, or you go to the sky, you can, do your, look for what you need, I think, because it looks like when I scroll down, it had all this kind of stuff. You can adjust this insane number of ways. I think it'll take some time for me to fully understand or be able to know all the majority of the settings. And look at this. It connects directly with ultra dynamic weather. And if you have another, let's see if they have other choices here. No, not. But if you get, my guess is if some other weather systems might hook up to it. And of course, they go through that right here. They have technical docs. So you can actually look at the blueprint. If you can actually go in and let's say I want to look at this blueprint, I could probably double click on it and see the blueprint. So let me let's see. At any rate, I guess I could, there we go. Look at this blueprint. This is their, and it actually, what's kind of cool is you can actually see how they do things. And if you want to tweak, if this is not tweakable enough for you, you can probably get in there and tweak it some more. But these are, I mean, just look at this. This is the sky. And at any rate, hopefully this has been helpful to you. I would, recommend you check this out and and see if you agree with me that this can be this is a really good tool to have in your toolbox. It just saves you gobs of time, I think, especially once you start getting used to what all the settings are. I think it's easier to adjust this than to sit there and do the Control L and try to move the little thing around. No, here you can adjust everything. You can go in here and just change whatever it is. You can put it in a specific spot and on the planet, a specific time, a specific day. You can even do real time, where you click on it, and if it's 6 o'clock where you are, it's 6 o'clock in your scene. And I've seen that used in games, and I forget which game it was, where they actually had the option to play in the weather. It may have been MLB The Show. You can actually have the weather as it is, or have the So anyway, again, thank you for watching, and I hope this has been helpful, and I will speak to you next time. Take care.